Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Sunday the 18th of September 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Saturday the 17th. We're at Newbury on the flat at 250. We had to go at 3 horses in that race. We were on number 2 Heroism, which came 7th at 8 to 1, and we got £2 per £8 unit on at 10s initially. Then we topped it up with another £1 per £8 unit at 14 to 1. So we beat the odds, but it came last of the 7. We were on this Rousing Encore, which was number 4, which came second at 20 to 1. We got a £1 win per £8 unit at 22 to 1, so we beat that slightly. And we were also on this number 7 Wallop, which came 5th at 6 to 1. And we had £2 per £8 unit on at 9.5 to 1. Excuse me. So we had exposure overall of £6 per £8 unit. We're 100 times bigger than that, so we had £600 on that race at exposure of 0.75, 3/4 of a unit. So the account came down again, and we're now about 64 units in profit overall. So what happened there then? Basically, well, once you discount this odds-on horse Sakia, which won at 4 to 5, and if you watch the replay, you can see that horse basically scooted in. It quickened off the pace away from the pack, and so but we made the decision that we didn't think it was good enough in the context, and obviously that was not to be the case. But we had the second Rousing Encore at 22 to 1, and that was so it was a sensible analysis really. Once you've made that decision, basically there you are, and you just have to accept the fact that you can either walk away with 4 to 5, or you can have a good go at getting 22 to 1 and assorted odds on the other ones. So it didn't come off yet again, but that's where we are now. It's all down to mental toughness, gambling and forex trading. If you're a forex trader, you know what we're talking about. You can be staring at a red screen for we've stared at red screens, loss-making screens for months, and then they turn around and then you're up and running, and so it's just the way it goes. So you can develop mental toughness, or you can have a little bit of it innate, but generally you can develop it, and you need to develop it as well. So that's where we are. We'll stop it then right up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then. So for Sunday the 18th of September, got no filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio, but you're on an alternate. We're at Hamilton on the flat in the 130. It's the first race. It's an EBF, European Breeders' Fund, novice stakes, class 5, 2-year-old, 5 furlongs, 7 yards, good to soft, and that's modelled at 99. So that's where we are there. And for context then, Lingfield and Settle are 100, which is a bit faster. Chelmsford, Dundalk and Newcastle are a match at 99, and Kempton and Wolverhampton are slower at 97. So it's on the fast side. Hamilton's are sort of the 5 furlongs looks like that really. It's a sort of like a ski ramp. It's quick. It's a sort of a straight ski ramp, and that's where we are. So let's have a look then. So what can we get rid of? Well, the first one is this number 4 Installation, which is the 11 to 8 favourite probably. What do we know about that horse? Well, Installation's been running at York 6 furlongs and Thirst 6 furlongs. They're modelled 98 and 97, so they're not quite as quick. And 6 furlongs, if you watch that horse, it's clearly not a speed horse. It doesn't have that 5 furlong bite, so we can get rid of Installation. Likewise, this number 1 Colnago, or here Colnago. Pontefract and Wolverhampton. Pontefract 6 furlongs, model 92, very slow, and Wolverhampton 6 furlongs, modelled 93, slow again. So that's not a speed horse either. So we can get rid of those 2, which is handy because they're the front 2 in the market. So what else? we can get rid of Smooth Red, which is a 66 to 1 shot. That was running at Pontefract over 6 furlongs, which is model 92. Again, doesn't look like a speed horse, so and the odds would suggest otherwise as well. So we're left with 3. We're left with this first time outer, Concert Boy, which we, if you look at the breeding, you can see that it's got Kodiak in it, which is a speed horse, so it's got potential. We don't know about it too much, so it's a pound per £8 unit at 6 to 1, so that's £100 for us. So that's on Concert Boy, so that's that one. And then you've got this interesting one here. You've got number 3, Erasmus. Now Erasmus has run at Hamilton 6 furlongs, which is where we are, but it's a furlong further. Model 99. If you watch that replay, you'll see the horse was sweating. Now, sweating 2-year-olds are worth looking at because they're out of condition basically, normally, unless there's some other reason for it. But generally they're out of condition, and it ran fairly well. So and then it went to air 6 furlongs, which is model 98. And it's sweating again. Now this horse is going to hit peak form, peak fitness, and we've had a go at 35 to 1. So and that's £1 per £8 unit again. So that's where we are with that. But the main player really is this number 6, Queenie Rooney. And what do we know about Queenie Rooney? Well, it's had 2 runs. Newcastle in the novice, fillies novice, 5 furlong standard, model 99, so it's bang on the money there. And if you watch that race, you'll see it's a speed horse, and it made a move, and that's what we like to see. So you get a big tick for Queenie Rooney there. Then it went out at Hamilton 5 furlong, good to soft. And that's where we are, 5 furlong, good to soft, and that's model 99, as we've said, and it was a good performance there, and that horse is just like knocking on the door. So anyway, we've got £2 per £8 unit on at 15 to 2, 7.5 to 1. So that's where we are. We've got 1, 1 and 2, which is £4 per £8 unit, £400 for us, giving us exposure of 0.5 a unit. And that's where we are, so on that. So we'll just have to see again. The results really clearly haven't been dropping for us at all. We've been batting against a lot of odds on stuff which has come in, and even when we've had some freak results as well. But anyway, it'll change. Just keep banging away at the analysis and betting it accordingly, and before you know it, you'll be in the money again. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So we're doing the 130 at Hamilton. It's the 5 furlong race, and we've eliminated the front 2 and this Smooth Red. We're just using Concert Boy, which is the FTO, as a small profit. We're having a go at this Erasmus at a big price, but the one we really want to have a go at is this Queenie Rooney. And we've got 7.5 to 1 on at £200. So we'll see how we go, and that's where we are. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.